Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to solve this remove duplicate letters lead code problem. Let's take a look. So given a string S, we remove duplicate letters so that every letter appears once and only once. You must make sure your result is the smallest in lexicographical order among all possible results. So let's look at the example. We have the string S like B, C, A, B, C, and the output should be A, B, C. That means we want to remove duplicate, which is B and then C. We can remove B, C in different ways, but the result that gives the smallest string is A, B, and C. So how should we do it? Let's take a look at the visualization. So what we want to do first, we want to go through the whole string and see how many times that each letter has in the string. So after we do it, now we have seen C 4 times, B 2 times, and A once, and D once. What should we do? So we keep an array or a stack. Basically, in JavaScript is the same thing as an array. We can use it as a stack. So what do? We keep track of what used. So we use later as we explain when we go through the algorithm. So first we get the first letter, and our stack is empty. So we just push that letter into the stack, and then we move on to the next one. So, okay, now we get the next letter, B. We want to compare, is the top of the stack is less than B or not? If it's not less than B, do we still have that letter like later on? So we check the letter count. C still have 3 of them after B. So we know that this C will not be at the right place because it shouldn't come before B, this B, right? So we're gonna pop it out, and we can keep checking if we have still have something left on top of the stack that greater than B and still has that letter after B, after this letter. We still pop it out until we cannot find anything, so we push the B in. So we push the B in and move to the next letter. So next letter is A. A is not greater than B, and we need to check, we still have B left, which is this B. So we pop the B out and push the A in. Now we found C. C is greater than A, so this is all good. We just put the C in there. And every time we push it in there, we need to check that, okay, we use it, but if we pop it out, we set it to false, so it's not used yet. Just keep track of it. And we found D. D is greater than C, so this is all good. We can push it in. Now we found C again. So C is less than D, but C is already used, so we're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna skip and decrease the letter count here. Now we come B again. So now B, we check with D. D is greater than B, but we don't have D left. So D is at the right place already because we cannot remove this D and put it behind this B anymore. So we just push the B in. And then the last one, C. we check, oh, C is greater than B, but however, the C is already used, so we don't need to put it in because it's already used. So we can just skip. And that's it. Our answer is A, C, D, and B. This is from the example here. So A, C, D, and B. So from that algorithm, let's look at the code. So first we have like basically two maps, like the letter map and the use map. And what it did for the first loop is just go through the map to get the count of each letter. Simple. And then now we have the constant t is going to be our answer. That's our stack, right? And then we're going to loop through all the letters in the string. So first get the letter, so the letter L with at the index I. If the letter is not used, we're gonna do the check. So we do loop through, like first try to pop it out if the t.length, that means stack is not empty, and the last character is bigger than the characters that we look at in the string. And also we still have that letter left in the map. So the map of t at the index t.length minus 1, which is actually the last one at the top of the stack, is greater than 0. So that means we still have that letter left, so we can be it can be removed, and we will encounter it later. So we do this because if we know that this letter is greater than the letter that we're looking at, using the letter that we're looking at will produce the smaller string, right? Because you want the smaller one in front of instead of the bigger one to generate the smallest string. So what we do next is we just pop it out, and then we mark the letter at the top. I use the variable p, that p marks is not used, so use p equal to false, and then we keep doing that, right? Because we want to pop out all the things that greater than the current letter that we look at, and if that on top of the stack has that letters later on, we keep popping it out in this while loop. Then we keep popping, and then after we're done, we push the letter L to the stack, and then mark is as used, and then we gonna increment the count of that letter. So basically every time you go through each letter, we decrement the count. And actually I can just move map L minus minus outside, and then we don't need this else, but I just have this. In the else case, it's already used. We just decrement the count. And yeah, and after you go through the whole string, we just return t.join in JavaScript is just join and return the string. And that's it. Let's submit. Yeah, it might not be the fastest one, but it's get the job done. Hope you enjoy this video. Please hit like and subscribe. And if you want me to talk about anything, either any lead code problems, or if you have anything about front-end software engineer or career interview, just let me know in the comment. I will answer your question. Thank you so much. Bye bye.